Hello dear friends, I welcome you all to today's session of English grammar. Today we are starting a new topic which is prepositions. Now you can see before you there are many words which are written under, about, beside, along, at, in, across, into, after and so on and so forth. And we come across these words on daily basis. But you know these words have a very different meaning. And prepositions is really a very tricky but very interesting topic. The entire meaning changes if you use a different preposition. Now, preposition is actually a word that shows relationship between any noun or a pronoun and some other word in the sentence. Okay, like Isabel walked through the door. His phone is under my chair. So these two words, through and under, they tell the position of these two people or things. Then we have another sentence like I went with my brother after I made dinner. We told ghost stories during our campfire. So again, the meanings of the word after and during, that changes the entire meaning of these sentences. Now viewers, prepositions are basically of three kinds, and right now we are going to do prepositions of time. We have in, on, at. These three words, they are actually prepositions of time. Now you can see there are a lot many examples, and trust me, we have to read one by one every example and we have to kind of memorize it. Now in the morning, for parts of the day like morning, afternoon, evening, we use in. Okay. On the other hand, for the particular part of the day like noon, which is a fixed time, 12, midday, midnight, dawn, they are particular timings of the day. Okay, so for the specific point of time when you are talking, then we use at, like at 8:30, at 12, at 6. Okay, similarly for months, for years, we use in January, in April, in the morning, in 3 hours, in the past, in a moment, in the future, in 2 weeks. Okay, so for duration of time we are using in, but for specific point of time we are using at. Now for days, for dates, we use on my lunch break, on that day, on time, on the first day, on weekdays, on Sunday mornings, on 24th January, on Wednesday, on Monday, on April 15th. So for every day and date, we use on. So here is again a description for you, like at the end of month, at 10 o'clock, at Christmas, at the weekend. On time, on Monday, on the 25th of December, on Christmas Day. So here is a difference, right? When you add the word day, it becomes on Christmas Day. And when it is only Christmas, it becomes at. Now here I would like to tell you one thing more, that for the festivals which do not have fixed dates, like your Holi, Diwali, for that at is not used. Okay, it will be on. Now for your seasons, for years, for parts of the day like morning, evening, we use the preposition in. Now there are certain more preposition words. During is used when you have one thing happening and something else is also happening at that time. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. Okay, that means when the conference was going on, we were staying at a student hostel. For is used with a period of time like 2 hours, 3 hours, until when you want to tell a time limit. We'll wait until or till 6:30 for you. Since when you refer back to a point when something began. Okay. From or to means that is a duration from something that begins and it ends, like from Monday to Thursday. And ago is simply how far back in time something happened, like an hour ago, 4 years ago, 2 days ago. Okay. Next we come to the next kind of preposition, which is prepositions of place. Now again there are same words at, in, on, and they are used as preposition of place. We have to remember the same point. At is used for a fixed point. In when we have a location broader, And on is for surface, floor, right, left, public transport, media. Okay, so I'll quickly have a reading of it. At the door, at the crossroads, at the traffic light, at the top of the stairs, at the bottom of the page, at the end of the street, at a party, at a concert, at the cinema, at school, at a university, at home, at work, at the bakery, at a cafe, at the chemist's shop. In the bag, in the classroom, in a box. So that means when you have a 3D space. In London, in Europe, in the Alps, in the world. In the car, in the van. In the sea, in a river, in a lake, in the swimming pool. In a book, in a picture, in the newspaper, on a surface, on the table, on the roof, on the sofa, on the first floor, on the fifth floor, on the right, on the left, on the bus, on the train, on a plane, on the radio, on TV, on the internet, on a website. Okay, so just quickly read to it and it will be there in your memory. Okay, give a 2-3 reading to it and you'll remember. Now these are certain very beautiful descriptions. We are talking about the position of the green ball here. On means when you have a contact with the surface. In front of means when it is you're in front, above, behind, beside. You can see under, near, between. Right? These are all the positions. These words are again prepositions of place. Then we have certain more preposition. Above it, when something is at a higher level, the opposite becomes below. After, when something follows the other. By means near or at the side of when you're talking. Beneath, same when you have under someone or something. Next to or beside means at the side of something. Near or close to means not at a farther distance, at a shorter distance. And between means something in the middle of the two objects. The examples, they give you a clear picture of it. Our friends in the apartment above us are really noisy. He ran after her with the book. The telephone is by the window. Jane hid the letter beneath a pile of papers. We lay beside the pool to dry off in the sun. There's a bush near the school playground. There's a gulf between the two cities. So again, just to give you a better idea of it, in is when you talk about a bigger location. On when it is very specific, and at is completely specific at the smallest point. And here you can see time and location means in, on, at. They are the prepositions of time also. They are the prepositions of place also. And in general, when you have a bigger time frame, it is in. When you have days, weekend, it is on. And when you have a specific time, it is at, which is the preposition used. Okay. And the same applies for place concept. When you are talking of a bigger place, you will use in, like in England, in any country. When you become a little more specific, we use on. And when you are pinpointing your location, you are talking about a specific location, we use at. Now we come to the next kind of prepositions, which is movement and direction. Here we have any kind of preposition that helps you understand where is a movement of something going on. Okay, to means like boys go to school. Toward, when you go into that direction. She pushed her face towards him. Through, when you move, but you move crossing something, in something. Like David walked slowly through the woods. Okay, through the tunnel. When you cross something, you're surrounded by it. Into, when you move somewhere from outside to inside. Don't put new wine into the old bottles. Like I jumped into the pool. Okay. Over, when you cross at a height. He jumped over the wall. Across, when you cross from one side to the another. Like truck skid sideways across the road. Or we can say the boat sailed across the river. Along, when you go in line. Like we went for a walk along the beach at twilight. From, when you come from a place, what time does the flight from Korea arrive? Around, when you move around something, okay, in circle. Her hair whipped around her face in the wind. On to, when you come to a position and on a surface. I slipped as I stepped onto the platform. Up when you move to a higher position. She doesn't like riding her bike up these hills. Down at a lower position. It's easier to run down the hill than go up. So all these prepositions, they tell me the movement of something to some direction. And it is a very beautiful pictorial representation we have. Up, down, across, over, under, along, into, out of, through, past. Past means when you cross something. Round or around, from, to. So the arrows, they clearly tell us that where is the movement heading to. Okay. And according to the arrows, which preposition should you use? Okay. Out of means you can see the arrow. It is coming out. And through means you are crossing it. You are surrounded by it. Okay. That's why. Again, all these prepositions are so nicely shown with the help of arrows. On, in. On means you're on the surface. In means you're actually in it. Away from, into, outside to, inside is into, down, through, in front of, behind, along, past, across, up, out of, to or towards means going to that direction, onto, off when you get down a surface, not far from when it is at a distance, at, by or beside or next to, near, across, from, between, turn right, round the corner, under, over, among. Among means when it is a part, it is in the middle of many things. Okay, it is when you're surrounded by many things, you say among. I distributed the sweets among my friends. Okay, in the middle of, turn right, left, on the right, above, at a height, below, at a lower level, straight ahead, on the left, around, against. Now here I would like to mention certain examples. We always say what is the time by your watch. Okay, not in your watch. Between is when you distribute the things between two people. For two people it is between. More than two it is among. Like I am among the crowd. Okay, I am between two people. That is the difference. Alright, similarly I walked on the road. Okay, I went to a party, not in a party. Okay, similarly when we say she jumped into the pool. Okay, she was in the pool means she is already there. So please, I'm sure this video is surely going to help you in understanding, in developing your understanding more about prepositions. So catch you later with another topic. Do subscribe the channel for more videos and do send a like. Goodbye.